Okay then, we will start. I think nearly 60 students have joined. I will continue. Okay. Yes, I will just share the screen. Okay, yesterday we have seen three types. We have seen mechanical injuries. We have seen mechanical injuries. Yesterday we have started with mechanical injuries. In that we have seen different types of injuries. So mechanical injuries, firearm injuries, traffic injuries, and thermal injuries, including chemical burns, electrical burns, and burns by lightning, injuries by the lightning. And we have seen definition of injury. Definition of injury according to IPC 44. So any harm illegally caused to any person, either to his body, physically any injury that has occurred on the body, then injury to the mind, any harm to the mind, that is mental torture and all, then injury to the reputation, manhani, reputation, or to the property, to the house, field, bungalow, whatever, to the car, to the vehicle, anything. So according to 44 IPC, any harm illegally caused to any person, to his body, mind, reputation, or property. Then these physical injuries, physical or mechanical injuries, are further classified into, depending upon how they have been caused. How these injuries have been caused are abrasion, also called as scratches, then bruises or contusion, lacerations, incised wound, stab wound, and firearm injuries. Out of that, we have finished with abrasion, and we were somewhere with the bruises. So abrasion, we have seen the types of abrasion. When the abrasions are linear, when the abrasion is linear, caused by a pointed weapon which has been drawn across the skin horizontally, like pin, thorn, or fingernail, the upper image you can see, that is called as scratch. Then graze. Graze is when the broad surface of the skin slides against the rough surface, that is in road traffic accident. Hmm? Uh, and the distribution of the graze or brush burn will depend upon the position of the body at the time of dragging. Then imprints or contact abrasion. Then third type of abrasion is imprint or contact abrasion. Imprint or contact abrasion is because of the pressure. It is because of the impact or pressure or contact with some object which crushes the superficial layers of the skin. The image we have seen, because of the pressure of the grip of the knife. And also nail or thumb in case of throttling, gala dabate waqt. And another is the pressure of the teeth during biting. Because of biting, whatever the imprints of the teeth are there, they are because of imprint or contact abrasion. We have seen age and depending upon the color and movement of the blood and all. Then the medical legal aspect also we have seen, it will give you good idea about uh, identification of the object causing the injury, which object or which weapon has caused the injury. Then any chance of internal injuries, direction of the injury, in which direction the body has been dragged, or in which direction the nail or pin or thorn has been pulled across the skin, and of course time of the injury, कितना टाइम हुआ है उसको एब्रेजन होके. Then second type we have seen is bruise or contusion, where there is infiltration of the blood. So bruise is the infiltration of blood into the tissue due to rupture of vessels caused by blunt force. When the weapon is blunt, like stick or stone or fist, the skin will not be open broken. Skin will not be broken open, so there will be no solution in the continuity of the skin, and it is only because of rupture of the vessels, superficial vessels, causing infiltration of blood. And it is generally round, but it takes the shape of the instrument. So if any person has been hit hard by a stick, so depending upon the thickness of that stick, जितनी वो लकड़ी मोटी होगी उस लकड़ी की मोटाई के हिसाब से वो इम्प्रिंट आ जाएगा पीठ पे या जहाँ कहीं भी उस वो लकड़ी से मारा है. Then it can be the size can vary from pin's head to large collection of hematoma. And superficial bruise is slightly raised above the surface, and in case of deep bruise, अगर बहुत ज़्यादा bleeding हुआ है अंदर, it can cause swelling. It can cause even larger swelling. Then bruise can be completely at different site away from the site of impact because of the gravity. And जितने जोर से वो blunt weapon मारा जाएगा उतना ज़्यादा bruising होगा. So greater the force, more extensive will be the bruise. And another thing, one thing I told you just now, the bruise can be completely at the different site from impact, actual impact. So what are the factors modifying appearance of the bruise? Factors modifying appearance of the bruise is site. So there are some sites which will easily undergo bruising. Slightest trauma will also cause easy bruising, and there are some sites in the body where bruising will never occur. So it easily occurs in case of lax tissues around the eye. चेहरे पे आसानी से हो जाएगा. जोर से गाल पे थप्पड़ मारा बिकॉज द लूजनेस ऑफ द वेसल्स, जोर से गाल पे थप्पड़ मारा या आँख के आजू बाजू में कहीं इंजरी होती है, so it will cause easy bruising. Then it will not easily develop on the scalp, and you will never see the bruises on sole, feet and palms. तड़ हाथ आणि तड़ पाय. फीट पे और पाम पे कभी ब्रूजिंग नहीं होगा कितने भी जोर से लकड़ी से मारा तो भी. Then vascularity, more the vascular the part, greater will be the chances of bruise. Then age, children because of looseness of the skin and looseness of the tissue and delicacy of the skin, they will bruise more easily. Olds again because of loss of flesh, and looseness of the skin and vessels are not so much supported, chances of bruising will be more. Females will bruise more easily because of obesity, that is subcutaneous fat is more, so they will bruise easily. It will be prominently seen in fair skinned person. गोरा जो रहेगा दिखने में, स्किन जिसकी फेयर रहेगी उसमें वो prominently दिखेगा. Natural diseases like nutritional deficiencies, blood disorders and all, in these cases the bruising will occur easily. And one thing we have seen yesterday, gravity shifting of the blood. मतलब अगर फ्रैक्चर फीमर होता है थाई में अगर फीमर फ्रैक्चर होता है तो if the femur gets fractured, there will be blackening or a discoloration around the knee, or any injury on the lateral side of the thigh. In standing position, the blood will gravitate towards the knee or toward the lower part of the limb, and that's why in case of fracture of the femur or outside of the thigh, there will be discoloration around knee. That is because of gravity shifting. And same thing I had explained to you in case of forearm injury. If there is any blunt trauma to the forehead, if there is any blunt trauma to the forehead, the blood will easily gravitate into the loose or lax tissue around the eye. मतलब अगर forehead पे अगर blunt trauma है, then also the eye will get black. So that is discoloration around the eye. Color changes, if I think we had come up to here. So color changes in case of bruise or contusion. सो फ्रेश ब्रूइज मतलब अभी अभी फटका लगा है, अभी अभी ब्रूइज हुआ है. व्हेन द इंजुरी इज फ्रेश, द फ्रेश ब्रूइज विल अपीयर रेड इन कलर. लेटर नाउ यू रिमेंबर दिस स्टेजेस एंड हाउ द कलर ऑफ द ब्रूइज चेंजेस बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टेन चेंजेस टेकिंग प्लेस इन द hemoglobin. So fresh bruise is red in color, bright red in color. Within one day, within 24 hours, this red bruise will be converted into bluish. It will become blue because of deoxygenated hemoglobin. So whatever the hemoglobin that has been accumulated at the site of actual bruise, it will get deoxygenated. Oxygen will be utilized, so that deoxygenated hemoglobin will appear pale in color, that is blue in color, within 24 hours. And within next 2 days, within 2 to 4 days, this bluish color will change to brown because of formation of hemosiderin, because deoxygenated hemoglobin, the hemoglobin will be converted into hemosiderin within 2 to 4 days. Then within 5 to 7 days after the trauma, this brown color will change to green, and this green color is because of hematoidin. It is because of hematoidin. Then within 7 to 10 days, after 1 week, within 7 to 10 days, now you know fate of the RBC. Whenever any RBC is broken down, hemoglobin is broken down, bilirubin is released. So because of destruction of the RBCs accumulated at the site of bruise, bilirubin will be formed, and that's why the bruise will now appear yellow colored, and it will fade slowly, and within 2 weeks it will match with the surrounding color of the surrounding skin. That means it will completely disappear. Everyone can hear me? I had a few problems twice during the lecture. I had a problem with the network twice. Everyone can hear me? Okay, I will continue. Uh, okay, so got the color changes. Fresh bruise will appear red because of accumulation of the fresh blood. Then the hemoglobin will be deoxygenated. That's why it will become blue in color. Within 2 to 4 days, it will converted into brown because of conversion of hemoglobin into hemosiderin. Hemosiderin will change its color to hematoidin within 1 week. After 1 week, a good amount of bilirubin will be released because of destruction of the RBCs, and lastly it will fade slowly, धीरे 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 faint होके वो गायब हो जाएगा and match with the color of surrounding skin. So within 2 weeks the bruise will completely disappear. Now again, medical legal aspect, what is the importance? So when any patient will comes to you, maybe in some government hospital or somewhere, the patient has gone for his physical checkup for of the injuries, किसी ने उसे मारा है, एक्सीडेंट हुआ है और डॉक्टर उसका इंजुरी सर्टिफिकेट इशू कर रहे हैं उसको, and if the doctor gets or sees the bruises on his body, so he will what doctor will have to mention? आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, किस चीज से उसे वो मार लगा है, फटका लगा है। अगर ऐसा लीनियर ब्रूइज रहेगा, लीनियर एक सीधी लाइन में, दैट मीन दैट पर्सन हैज बीन बिटन बाय अ स्टिक। चाबुक, चाबुक माहिती है ना, हंटर, हंटर से अगर मारा रहेगा तो हंटर का निशानी उस पे आ जाएगा, रस्सी का निशानी आ जाएगा। सो आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट। So by the appearance of the bruise, its shape and all, you can have good idea about the object or the weapon that has been used. Then degree of violence, अगर थोड़ा सा है तो इसे धीरे से मारा है, इतना कुछ जोर से नहीं मारा है, and if the bleeding is more or that bruise is very massive with good swelling, that means the person has been beaten very hard. बहुत जोर से मारा होगा तो उतना ज्यादा होगा वो bruising. So degree of violence can also be assessed by the appearance of the bruise. Then cause of the injury, that is weapon, which weapon has caused that type of injury, and time of the injury depending upon the colors. We have seen the color changes here. So depending upon the color, you can have good idea कि इसे ये जख्म या ये ब्रूइज कब हुआ है, 2 दिन पहले हुआ है, 1 हफ्ता पहले हुआ है, 5 दिन पहले हुआ है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द कलर ऑफ द ब्रूइज you can mention the time of injury on the certificate. So this is the medical legal aspect. So this is about bruise. Now third type of injury is laceration. So we have finished abrasion and bruise. Now we'll go to third type of injury. This is also very commonly asked as a 5 mark short note, or sometimes in question number 4. In question number 4, question is like this: classify injuries or define injury, classify the injuries, and explain in detail about laceration, or explain in detail about bruise, like that. So you will have to mention all these things. How it appears, how will you decide the age, and what are the factors modifying the bruise, like this. So you'll have to mention everything in detail when it is asked as a 10 mark question, or sometimes only asked as a 5 mark short note. In question number 2 there are 5 mark short notes are there on forensic medicine, and in question number 3 there are 5 mark short notes on toxicology. So there are 7 short notes are asked in question number 2, where you'll have to attempt I think 4, no, you'll have to attempt 4. And in question number 3, there will be 5 mark short notes, 7 5 mark short notes will be there from toxicology, and you will have to attempt 4 out of them. So in question number 2, out of those 7, there can be a short note from any of these injuries, or if not asked as a short note, there is always going to be a 10 mark question on in question number 4. So एक तो क्वेश्चन आना ही है मैकेनिकल इंजुरीज में से. सो जस्ट स्टडी प्रॉपरली. नाउ व्हाट इज लैसरेशन? सो लैसरेशन, स्किन एंड अंडरलाइन टिश्यूज आर टॉर्न ड्यू टू ब्लंट फोर्स. यहाँ भी ब्लंट फोर्स ही है. आई जस्ट टेल यू द डिफरेंस. हमने देखा ब्रुइज ब्लंट फोर्स की वजह से होता है, ब्लंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट की वजह से होता है, विच इज नॉट हैविंग एनी शार्प एज, तो स्किन कट नहीं होती. सो डिफरेंस बिटवीन ब्रुइज एंड लैसरेशन इज skin and underlying tissues are torn. They are torn because of the blunt force, so open injury hogi. And if the underlying tissue is rigid like skull or bone, laceration occurs immediately, or like laceration occurs easily, and it will appear like incised wound. And if the underlying tissue is flexible लूज टिश्यू है, अगर जिसके नीचे बहुत सारे सॉफ्ट टिश्यूज या मसल्स वगैरह है, इफ द अंडरलाइंग टिश्यू इज फ्लेक्सिबल लाइक चिक, short part of the limb like thigh and all, or abdomen where no bone immediate underlying bones are there like cheek, short part of the limb or abdomen, laceration occurs readily and it is irregular. That we'll see further what are the characteristics. So got the laceration. I'll just show you the figure. See, these are the lacerations where the edges of the wound are not straight or not clear, they are ragged or irregular edges. You can see in both the images. ये ब्लेड से कटा हुआ नहीं है. ब्लेड से कटा हुआ होगा तो एकदम सीधी इंजुरी दिखेगी तुम्हें. सो दैट इज इंसाइज वुंड, दैट विल सी लेटर ऑन. So these are the irregular edges of the wound. You can see this one. This one you can see. So this is irregular edges of the skin, and here also on your left hand you can see that edges of the injury are not clean cut. You can see this edges. This edge is not straight, it is irregular. So this is the irregular injury caused by blunt weapon. So blunt weapon will cause irregular damage if it is occurring on the soft tissue particularly. Now let's see the characteristics of laceration. Edges are ragged and irregular. देखो, क्योंकि इंसाइजन में क्या होगा, इनसे अगर ब्लेड से कटा है, चाकू से कटा है, तलवार से कटा है, तो सीधा तुम्हें एज दिखेगा ना, क्लियर कट एज दिखेगा. ऐसा एज लैसरेशन में नहीं दिखेगा. सो एजेस आर रैग्ड एंड इरेगुलर. Deep tissues are also unevenly divided. Deep tissues are also unevenly divided, and there will be strands of the tissue. नीचे की जो चीजें कट चुकी है, देखो यहाँ बीच में दिखता है व्हाइट कलर का एक स्ट्रेट लाइन दिख रहा है ना, यहाँ लेफ्ट साइड की इमेज में, यहाँ बीचों बीच. So these are the strands of the deeper tissues which have been torn. So edges are ragged and irregular. You'll have to write all these things in exam also. Characteristic of laceration. So edges are ragged and irregular. Then deeper tissues are unevenly divided with strands of the tissue hanging. Hair bulbs are crushed. Hair bulbs are also crushed. Blood vessels are also badly crushed, and foreign material can be present. तो यहाँ इसके अंदर कुछ भी तुम्हें मिट्टी या कुछ भी बाहर के टुकड़े, कपड़े का टुकड़ा भी हो सकता है. So it will show you the foreign material will also be present in laceration. So these are the two images or photographs that will give you the good all the characteristic what we have mentioned here in these images. So these are the lacerations. Now types of laceration, again very important. So first is split laceration. And the split laceration is because of blunt perpendicular impact, and it is mainly found on the parts overlying the bones without much tissues in between. Parts overlying the bone, matlab again I tell you a very good example is shin. You know shin? What is shin? Anyone, what is shin? Which part of our body is called as shin? यस लेग, फ्रंट पार्ट ऑफ द लेग, लेग का एंटीरियर पार्ट है ना, जहाँ टिबिया इज वेरी मच सुपरफिशियल, देर आर नो मच टिश्यूज or no much soft tissues between skin and bone. So where the bone is immediately lying below the skin, in these areas this split laceration occurs. Okay, I will just tell you, 1 second. Okay, you can see me? Can you see me? Everyone can see me? Let me know, because I will explain you how this split laceration occurs. Okay, I will just tell you now. See, say for example, any person is walking by road. रास्ते से कोई आदमी चल रहा है और उसे किसी गाड़ी ने जोर से धक्का मार दिया. तो अभी समझो, हाउ टू शो, ये उसका पैर है समझो, और यहाँ उसे गाड़ी का बम्पर, जोर से गाड़ी का बम्पर लगा. नाउ यू नो, से फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज एंटीरियर पार्ट ऑफ द टिबिया. नाउ देर इज नथिंग, there are very less soft tissues, very less soft tissues between the anterior border of the tibia and skin. So that is the subcutaneous bone, what we call it as. So skin के immediately नीचे tibia है. So when any person will be hit by a car, और I tell you, लकड़ी से, जोर से लकड़ी से भी अगर anterior shin पे on the anterior aspect of the leg पे अगर जोर से लकड़ी से मारा तो क्या होगा? Again I will go back to the notes. What will happen? There will be crushing of the skin between the two hard objects. Now tell me, which two hard objects are crushing the skin? Which two hard objects are crushing the skin? The skin has been crushed between two hard objects. यस, नीचे क्या है? स्किन के नीचे क्या है? हाँ, स्किन के नीचे क्या है? टीबिया, दैट इज बोन. और बाहर से या तो गाड़ी का बम्पर है या लकड़ी है, जो भी जोर से मारा है टीबिया के ऊपर ऑन द शिन. So the skin will be crushed between two hard object, that is underlying bone, और ऊपर से जिस चीज से मारा है वो. So इन दो चीज के बीच में वो स्किन क्रश हो जाएगी एंड इट विल स्प्लिट इरेगुलरली. तो उस पर इरेगुलर इंजुरी आ जाएगा. दैट इज लैसरेशन. गॉट? समझ में आया? अनदर थिंग. ओके 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 ओके, चलो चलो, आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल, यू गिव मी द आंसर. समझो, किसी आदमी के पीठ पे जोर से काठी से मारा, मोटी वाली काठी से जोर से फटका मारा. स्किन ओपन नहीं हुई है, हाँ, स्किन ओपन नहीं हुई है. तो विच टाइप ऑफ इंजरी विल बी कॉज्ड? ब्रुइज. ब्रुइज विल बी कॉज इफ एनी पर्सन हैज बीन बिटन, किसी आदमी के पीठ पे या पैर पे जोर से काठी से मारा, तो वो काठी का निशान आ जाएगा ना, ऐसा लीनियर निशान आ जाएगा. एंड दैट इज ब्रुइज. दैट इज ब्रुइज. नाउ वही लकड़ी, हाँ, दैट इज वही लकड़ी, अगर उसी लकड़ी से किसी आदमी के सर पे मारा जाए, जोर से ऐसा सर पे मारा, सर पे अगर लकड़ी मारी उसी लकड़ी से, विच टाइप ऑफ इंजरी विल बी कॉज्ड? Yes, yes. You got my question? Why? Why? How about how? Yes, the scalp will be crushed between underlying skull bone and the stick. Got what I example give you? What I example gave you about the tibia, same thing about the scalp. पीठ पे अगर लकड़ी से मारा तो ब्रूइज होने वाला है, लेकिन उसी लकड़ी से अगर सर पे मारा तो क्या होगा? द स्कैल्प विल बी क्रश्ड बिटवीन अंडरलाइंग स्कल बोन एंड द हिटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट इज द स्टिक. Got the difference? How the stick can cause two different types of injuries? Got the difference? कळतंय का? I'm trying to make it a lot easier. I'm trying to explain it in easier manner. You are getting the difference? कळतंय का सगळ्यांना? If anyone has not understood, let me know. I will repeat. Everyone? Got everyone? मला कळू द्या रे, तुम्हाला समजते की नाही, सो दॅट आय कॅन प्रोसीड. कारण हे कळलं पाहिजे, ह्या गोष्टी कळायलाच पाहिजे तुम्हाला. Got? So I suppose everyone has got. how the laceration and how the bruise can be caused by the same object, that is bruise. So okay, I will go back to the notes. So split laceration is because of blunt perpendicular impact. Now I tell you why I am calling it as perpendicular impact. तो वो impact कैसा होना चाहिए? परपेंडिकुलर. अभी ये समझो टीबिया है, एंट्री बॉर्डर ऑफ द टीबिया, और उस पे ऐसा परपेंडिकुलर एग्जैक्टली 90 डिग्री ऐसा परपेंडिकुलर इम्पैक्ट होगा, परपेंडिकुलर इम्पैक्ट होगा, सो दैट विल कॉज स्प्लिट लैसरेशन. गॉट एवरीवन? Yes, so this split laceration is because of blunt perpendicular impact where the skin is crushed between the two hard objects. That is the one object hitting from outside and another hard object is immediately underlying bone. Then second is stretch laceration. Stretch laceration is because of tangential impact. Tangential impact. It is because of overstretching of the skin till it splits and produces the flap. And it will give you good idea about direction of the force, मतलब वो injury कैसी हुई है. And it is commonly seen in case of the person who is sitting on the front seat, maybe driver or not common with the driver, क्योंकि ड्राइवर के आगे तो स्टीयरिंग होगा. लेफ्ट साइड में, लेफ्ट साइड की सीट पे, आगे वाली लेफ्ट साइड की सीट पे जो आदमी बैठेगा उसे ये स्ट्रेच लैसरेशन होने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द स्ट्राइकिंग अगेंस्ट द ग्लास, व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज विंड स्क्रीन. आगे का जो ग्लास रहता है ना किसी भी कार का, किसी भी गाड़ी का, तो उसके अगेंस्ट स्ट्रेचिंग होने की वजह से देयर विल बी स्ट्रेच लैसरेशन ऑन द स्काल्प. इट इज ऑल्सो सीन इन रन ओवर मोटर व्हीकल, मतलब हाथ के ऊपर से, पैर के ऊपर से अगर किसी गाड़ी का पहिया जाता है तो वो जो स्किन पुल होने वाली है ना, हाथ के ऊपर से या पैर के ऊपर से गाड़ी जाने के बाद वो जो स्किन पुल होने वाली है, that is stretch laceration. Why stretch laceration? Because of overstretching of the skin. Skin इतनी बुरी तरह से घिंच जाती है कि वो टूट जाती है till it splits and produces the flap. तो उसका ऐसा flap तैयार हो जाएगा. I will again explain you with the video. Now I tell you how this split laceration occurs. Split laceration, I give you the example. The person is sitting on the front seat, of the car. अचानक से गाड़ी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, सामने से जोर से किसी के साथ धडक झाली गाडीची, जोरात गाडीची धडक झाली, तर काय होईल, हा लेफ्ट साईडच्या सीटवर, लेफ्ट फ्रंट सीटवर बसलेला माणूस असा जोरात काचेवर जाईल. आणि गाडीची काच कशी असते, अशी सरळ नसते, पूर्णपणे अशी सरळ नसते, अशी थोडीशी तिरकी असते ना गाडीची काच, अशी अशी तिरकी असते. तर अशा तिरक्या गाडीच्या काचेवर जेव्हा जोरात त्या माणसाचं डोकं आपटेल, यू आर गेटिंग, the person is sitting on the front left seat of the car. If the car strikes against any object in front, what will happen, that person sitting on the left front seat will strike against the car, so the scalp will be pulled backward because of the व्हॉट वी कॉल विंडशिल्ड. काचेची पुढची काच जी असते, गाडीची पुढची काच अशी थोडीशी तिरकी असते ना, अशी तिरकी असते थोडीशी. सो द स्काल्प विल बी फ्लॅप्ड और इट विल बी स्ट्रेच लाईक दिस, आणि असं त्याचा फ्लॅप निघेल त्याचं. दॅट इज स्ट्रेच लॅसरेशन बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रेचिंग ऑफ द स्काल्प. सेम थिंग कॅन ऑकर विथ द स्किन ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ द रन ओव्हर. हातावरून असं गाडीचं चाक गेलं, that skin will be flat, अशी स्किनची फ्लॅट पडेल. So that is the flapping, formation of the flap. कळते का? स्काल्पची फ्लॅप, स्काल्पची फ्लॅप कशी निघेल कळालं का तुम्हाला? गाडीच्या काचेवर आपटून, डोकं गाडीच्या काचेवर आपटलं तर डोकं जोरात गाडीच्या काचेवर आपटलं तर मागच्या बाजूला ती जोरात ओढली जाईल ना स्काल्प, अँड दॅट्स वाय इट विल कॉज स्ट्रेच लॅसरेशन. सो दॅट इज सेकंड टाइप ऑफ द लॅसरेशन कॉल्ड एज स्ट्रेच लॅसरेशन. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ tangential impact and because of overstretching of the skin till it splits and produces the flap, and commonly seen in scalp and run over motor vehicle and also after the fractures. हां, सी दिस इज द इमेज गॉट. समोरून जर जोरात काचेवर डोकं आपटलं तर अशी फ्लॅप वरच्या बाजूला जी ही जी फ्लॅप आहे ना, ही दॅट यू कॅन इझिली लिफ्ट, म्हणजे तुम्ही त्या खालच्या लाल कलरचा जो टिश्यू दिसतो एक्सपोज झालेला त्याच्यापासून यू कॅन इझिली सेपरेट इट. सो दिस इज द फ्लॅप, दिस इज द फ्लॅप प्रोड्युस्ड बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रायकिंग अगेन्स्ट द विंडशिल्ड. समोरच्या काचेवर जोरात डोकं आपटल्यामुळे डोकं फुटणार नाही, पण ते स्काल्प स्ट्रेच झाल्यामुळे इट विल कॉज स्ट्रेच टाइप ऑफ लॅसरेशन. कळली का ही इंजुरी कशी होते? पुन्हा विचारतोय मी, कळलं का तुम्हाला? हाँ, so this is stretch laceration. So stretch laceration is because of overstretching of the skin till it splits. Now we will see the next type of laceration is avulsion laceration. Avulsion laceration is because of horizontal impact. Horizontal impact, that is grinding compression of the tissues, means when any hand or any part of the body that has been trapped in the machinery or a lorry wheel, म्हणजे अगदी एखाद्या मोठ्या ट्रकच्या चाकाखाली हात गेलाय, पाय गेलाय, किंवा मशिनरीमध्ये हात अडकलाय, इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये, फॅक्टरीमध्ये काम करताना. सो इफ the skin is separated from the deep structures, skin gets separated from the deep structures, underlying muscles are also crushed, and it is mainly seen in the lorry wheel, in the case of lorry wheel, or in case of the hand or leg that has been trapped or crushed in the machinery. And next is tear laceration. Tear laceration is because of irregular impact. Irregular impact means the impact against any irregular or sharp object. Irregular or sharp object, motor car door handle, or blow from broken bottle, or fall on the earthenware pots. म्हणजे एखाद्या खापराचा तुकडा, मडक्याचा वगैरे खापराचा तुकडा, earthenware pots. All are back. Wait, I'm mute. Okay, all are back. Should I continue? Okay, Kunal, mute yourself. Kunal, your mic is still on. Kunal, mute yourself. Okay. Okay, I will continue. I think many are back. Okay, it's now 55. Mm. Got? So fourth type of laceration is tear laceration. So tear laceration is because of irregular impact. ब्लो फ्रॉम ब्रोकन बॉटल, टूटी हुई असे वाकडी तुकडी तुटलेली काच असेल, काचेची बॉटल असेल, तो ब्लो फ्रॉम ब्रोकन बॉटल और फॉलिंग ऑन द earthenware pot will cause irregular tearing of the tissues. And in India, blunt instruments like stick, iron bars, lokhandi rod, stones falling on rough object, and fist or kick. These are the common things by which the lacerations can be developed. So these are the four types of laceration. Now again, laceration, medical legal aspect, the causative factor. Causative factor पता चलना बहुत मुश्किल है laceration की इंजरी के ऊपर से. कॉजेटिव फैक्टर, कॉजेटिव वेपन पता चलना बहुत मुश्किल है किस चीज की वजह से फटा है, क्योंकि द इंजरी इज वेरी इरेगुलर। सो और यहाँ वेसल्स वेसल्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रॉय होने की वजह से द वेसल्स आर आल्सो बैडली क्रश्ड, दैट्स व्हाई ब्लीडिंग ज़्यादा नहीं रहता। लैसरेशन की इंजरी से कभी ब्लीडिंग ज़्यादा नहीं होता, सो दे डू नॉट ब्लीड सो प्रोफ्यूजली बिकॉज ऑफ क्रशिंग ऑफ द वेसल्स। So we have seen these four types of the laceration. Split laceration because of separation of the skin or scalp from the underlying tissues. Then sorry, this was stretch laceration, and split laceration is because of blunt perpendicular impact when the skin or overlying skin or scalp is crushed between the two hard objects. Then stretch laceration is because of tangential impact where there is overstretching of the skin, this one. Then avulsion laceration is because of the grinding compression of the tissues when the body part of the body is run over by any heavy lorry wheel or has been trapped in the machinery. And tear laceration is because of irregular impact, impact against irregular or sharp object like blow from broken bottle or from earthenware pots. There is irregular tearing of the tissues. The deeper tissues are also badly torn, and bleeding is not so much there. Now, next type of injury is incised wound. What is incised wound? Anyone? What is incised wound? Very simple. Marathi Sangha, what is incised wound? Anyone? Incised wound, incision, incised wound. What do you mean by incised wound? हा, कुठल्याही धारदार हत्यारामुळे कापणे. सो वेपन्स विथ शार्प कटिंग एज, weapons with sharp cutting edge when it is drawn across the skin. The weapons like knife or piece of broken glass or jagged portion of metal, म्हणजे धारदार पत्रा जरी असला, धारदार पत्र्याने पण कापलं जाऊ शकतं ना. So weapons with sharp cutting edge when it is drawn across the skin, the injury caused is called as incised wound. And it can be a knife, sword, piece of broken glass, or blade. It can be even blade or jagged portion of a metal. Wound is generally straight. Wound is generally straight, but may be irregular if it has occurred in case of lax tissue. म्हणजे ब्लेडनी जर scrotum or injury झाली, it can be irregular because laxity, because of the rugosity of the scrotal skin. Even if the blade, a sharp object is drawn across the scrotum, it will cause irregularity of the injury because of its laxity. Otherwise the wound is straight. And important characteristic, length is always greater than depth. इन्साइज वुंड मध्ये तिची लांबी जास्त असते ना, ब्लेडनी कापल्यानंतर तिची लांबी जास्त असते आणि खोली कमी असते. सो लेंथ इज ग्रेटर दॅन डेप्थ अँड मार्जिन्स आर क्लिअर कट. आणि लॅसरेटेड वुंडची मार्जिन कशी असते? मार्जिन्स आर ragged and irregular. Irregular and ragged. So margins of laceration are irregular and ragged, and margins of the incised wound are clear cut, and there is no bruising of the edges, no bruising at the edges of the wound, and tissues are clearly divided. ब्लड वेसल्स आर अल्सो कट, दॅट्स वाय दे ब्लीड प्रोफुजली. आपल्याला बोटाला वगैरे कुठेतरी ब्लेडनी थोडंसं जरी कापलं तरी धोधो धोधो रक्त वाहतं ना. रक्त खूप जास्त प्रमाणात वाहतं. दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ कटिंग ऑफ द ब्लड वेसल. ब्लड वेसल सुद्धा अशा क्लिअर कट कापल्या जातात. दॅट्स वाय देर इज ब्लीडिंग इन केस ऑफ incised wound. Underlying tissues may also show the cut. Now it will depend how deep that incision is. So gaping is because of retraction of the skin, and there is eversion of the margins. There is eversion of the margins, and the wound looks spindle shaped. Wound looks spindle. I will show you the image. And if the deep incised wounds, if the deep incised wound is there on the limb, it can cause injury to the nerves. And if the nerve is also cut, underlying nerve is cut, there will be paralysis and wasting if it is very deep to cause the trauma to the nerves. So I will just repeat the characteristic of incised wound. Length is greater than depth. The edges are always clean cut, edges are always clear cut and no bruising. Tissues are clearly divided. Blood vessels are cut but not divided, that's why incised wounds bleed profusely. Underlying bone may also show the scratches or cuts on the bone if it is too deep. And gaping or gaping is because of retraction of the skin, because of elasticity, of the skin. The skin will be retracted and म्हणजे सरळ तुम्ही एखाद्या पातळ अगदी धारदार ब्लेडने कापलं तर जखम तुम्हाला फक्त ब्लेडच्या जाडी एवढीच दिसणार नाही, मध्यभागी जखमेची जाडी जास्त आणि बाजूला दोन्ही टोकांना त्याची कमी. म्हणजे दॅट इज व्हॉट वी कॉल इट एज स्पिंडल शेप. आय विल शो यू इन द फोटोग्राफ. सी यू कैन सी स्पिंडल शेप. आता ही इंजुरी जी झाली, अभी ये जो इंजुरी हुई है that is because of a blade only. That is because of a thin sharp blade, but you can see these 2 points, these 2 points where and this central point, you can see this gaping is because of elasticity, elasticity of the skin. That's why this shape will appear spindle shape. बीच में उसका डायमीटर थोड़ा ज्यादा और यहाँ एंड्स पे डायमीटर कम होगा. सो उसका विड्थ कम होगा. So this is spindle shaped injury, and the spindle shaped injury is because of retraction of the skin because of elasticity. That's why the margins of the skin, margins of the edges are everted. Got why it appears spindle shaped? Okay, now we will see one more 2-mark question in inside wound only. In inside wound only, there is one 2-mark question that is commonly asked, that is hesitation cut. Hesitation cut are also called as preliminary cut or tentative cuts. It is asked as a 2-mark question, commonly asked as a 2-mark question. So these hesitation cuts are mainly seen in case of सुसाइडल केसेस. इन केस ऑफ सुसाइडल के मतलब अगर किसी आदमी को खुद का गला या रेडियल आर्टरी कट करके खुद को इंजुरी करके नाइफ से खुदकुशी करनी है तो उसका डायरेक्ट फाइनल वार करने के पहले वो खुद का courage to gather the sufficient courage to make the final deep incision, he creates the small multiple superficial incisions on his forehand. On his forehand मतलब उसे सुसाइड तो करनी है लेकिन डर लग रहा है. सुसाइड तो करनी है, खुद का रेडियल आर्टरी यहाँ रिस्ट में रेडियल आर्टरी कट करनी है या खुद का गला कट करना है, लेकिन उसका डेयरिंग नहीं हो रहा है, अभी तक उसका करेज नहीं हो रहा है. तो क्या करेगा, उससे कितनी तकलीफ होती है, कितना दर्द होता है, वो देखने के लिए वो खुद के हाथ पे फोर आर्म पे या चेस्ट पे या एब्डोमेन पे छोटे छोटे इंसिजन करके देखेगा कितनी तकलीफ होती है, कितना दर्द होता है. एंड व्हेन विल गैदर द सफिशिएंट करेज will perform the final deep incision. So before, that's why hesitation cut, suicide करूँ कि नहीं, that is hesitation. So डर की वजह से वो जो hesitation रहता है, that's why it is called as hesitation cuts. So hesitation cuts are the preliminary cuts before gathering the sufficient courage to make the final deep incision, and they are generally small, multiple and superficial. थोड़ा थोड़ा फोर आर्म पे या पेट पे कहीं वो काट के देखेगा कितनी तकलीफ होती है, कितना दर्द होता है. And that will be followed by suicidal cut throat or cuts on the wrist, and it is not found in homicidal assault. अगर किसी को चाकू से मारना है तो हम ऐसा करके नहीं देखेंगे ना, अरे देखते हैं इसको थोड़ा थोड़ा काट के देखते हैं कितनी तकलीफ होती है. So you will directly kill him. So it is mainly seen in suicidal cases. So during postmortem examination, if you find these hesitation cuts, and these hesitation cuts will be on the easily accessible area, मतलब जहाँ उसका हाथ आराम से पहुंचेगा, कहाँ पहुंचेगा, एब्डोमेन पे पहुंचेगा, फ्रंट ऑफ द फोर आर्म पे पहुंचेगा या आर्म पे पहुंचेगा, बाइसेप्स वगैरह उस रीजन में. So easily accessible parts will show these preliminary cuts or hesitation cuts. And if these incisions are present, that means it is surely a case of suicide. Homicidal case में ऐसे hesitation cuts नहीं रहेंगे. So hesitation cuts are the preliminary cut done before gathering the sufficient courage to make the final deep incision. They are generally small, multiple and superficial injuries, and they will be followed by suicidal cut throat and cut on the wrist to cut the radial artery, and not found in homicidal assault. समझ में आया what is hesitation cut? समझा सबको? हेजिटेशन कट कळतंय का? Okay, then chop wounds. Another type of incise. This both the terms hesitation cut and chop wounds both are in the incise wound only. Chop wounds are the blow with sharp splitting edge of a fairly heavy weapon. Like axe or hatchet म्हणजे खूप जड अशी कुऱ्हाड असेल, कुल्हाडी खूप जड अशी कुऱ्हाड असेल अँड हुज मार्जिन्स आर व्हेरी शार्प. तर अशा जोरात हेवी कुऱ्हाडीने जर घाव केला, वार केला, तर व्हॉट विल हॅपन, देर विल बी इन्सिजन अलॉंग विथ द ॲब्राजन. म्हणजे इन्साइज ऊन तर होईलच, पण त्याच्याबरोबर आजूबाजूची स्किन विल ऑल्सो शो द ॲब्राजन्स बिकॉज ऑफ द heavy weight and also the bruising. Abrasions and bruising will also be seen with destruction of underlying tissue. Very simple. Incise wound that has been caused by the heavy weapon. Incise wound caused by the heavy weapon by like axe or hatchet, which is very heavy, and while going deep into the skin or deep into the tissues, it will cause trauma to the surrounding tissues in the form of abrasions and bruising. तो वहाँ सिर्फ incise wound नहीं होगा, there will be abrasion and bruising in the neighboring structures as well. So these are the some variations. These are some variations of incised wound. Got everyone? समझ में आ रहा है? So we have finished with abrasion, laceration, bruise, and incised wound. Four types of mechanical injuries we have covered up to today's lecture. I hope all of you have got these four types of injuries. Please read, please read again from the notes what are the topics we have completed, so that it will be easy for you to understand. And any query, any problem, you can ask me on WhatsApp or on the during next lecture you can ask me. So got everyone? I think we should stop here now. It's nearly 50 minutes. Should I stop? Okay then. Thank you. I will end the meeting for all. Bye. Bye. See you everyone. Bye. Bye.